Welcome back, everybody. Time for Ask the Expert. Our friends from Nutri-Lawn are here to answer your questions today. And I'm sure you'll have some questions about how to look after your lawn and how Nutri-Lawn can help you. Get on the telephone, drop us an email, Facebook, what have you. The number's on your screen there. Give us a call or drop us a line and ask your questions about Nutri-Lawn and their services. Hello, Thom. How are you?
Good morning. I'm excellent, and
You're all
happy spring.
up, eh?
I am. I'm ready. I don't know why people are saying spring is not here. It is here. It is officially here.
It came at 7:02.
And we are ready to go.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah.
And I know you're excited about that. Is a late March snowfall a setback?
It's not going to set us back at all. We've been preparing all winter for this. We're ready for it. Our vehicles are ready. Our training is ready. Our staff is ready. And we're just waiting for those final few customers to call in and
Right.
book on. And we're going to be on the lawns on schedule second week of April.
Second week of April.
Yeah.
The snow will be gone then. Was that your schedule anyway?
That was our schedule. We're sticking with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Does a blanket of snow help the lawn in the wintertime? Does it do anything?
Well, it certainly keeps the lawn moist. So one of the worst things that can happen to lawn is it can freeze over the winter, and the grass plants can once they freeze, they'll die if they freeze too hard. In this case, though, that's not going to happen because it's been quite a mild winter. Lots of moisture.
It has been, actually, yeah.
The grubs really enjoy that, though, because they can move around a lot more. The problem that we're going to have, and we'll discuss it later, is that the raccoons and the skunks have not had much food.
Right.
And they're going to be looking for that food on our lawns once all this snow is gone.
So the snow covering has some good points and bad points.
Exactly.
Right?
It does, yeah.
But the grubs love it, is that what you're telling me?
The grubs love it because they're protected, nobody can find them, and they're just eating away at the roots because the roots are now very much alive and they realize that it is spring.
Right now?
Right now, they're underneath, just munching away at the roots.
Is there nothing we can do right now?
You can just sit back and wait.
But when the time comes, you take care of the grubs,
We can do that as
What
well.
do you do?
We do the nematodes, and we'll talk about the nematodes a little later on. We'll go through step by step and when the best time is, how to do it, and make sure you get the best results.
Right on.
Yeah.
We talked about this last time, but I want to make sure people understand. Is there something that people can be doing early on in the season that will help their situation?
Well, if they're really keen on getting going, the first thing you do is get your blade sharpened on your lawnmower. Just get it prepared, clean the undercarriage so that when it is time to cut, you're doing it the right way. That's definitely the first thing to do. After that, the next thing you do on the lawn is get a light raking going, and then once the light raking is done, then get some fertility down on the lawn, and then sit back and enjoy for a while.
Yeah.
Then the weeds will start coming up around the first week of May.
Right.
And then that's a whole different situation at that point.
Now, when I call you, and let's say I'm a first timer calling you, what am I expecting? What is it I'm going to get from Nutri-Lawn?
The first time you call in, we're going to give you as much education as we can because we want to make sure people are on the right page. It's not just what we do, it's to make sure we're both doing the same thing. And if we are, it's going to work. So we'll walk you through a fertility program, we'll walk you through some seeding programs, some coration, whether you need some grub control, everything that you possibly need in your neighborhood for your lawn.
Right. Neighborhoods are different?
Every neighborhood is different. And we're in every neighborhood every day. You know, we're running about 35 vehicles out of our compound every day, so we understand every neighborhood because we're there all the time.
Now, you're not going to come by and cut my lawn for me. You're just going to make sure it looks nice so I can cut it.
That is right. Yes,
Right?
yes. You need some exercise, and that's the way you're going to get it.
Well, come on, you're mowing the lawn here. But it's nice to have that beautiful lawn to go out there and cut every few days.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's just a Canadian right. It
Yeah.
just feels so good to get out and enjoy it and look at what you've created. Absolutely.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's, you look after it. You make sure it's in tip-top condition no matter what the elements are doing.
You're going to cut and water, and we're going to take care of the rest.
What do you do about, like last year, the drought situation? I don't know, a lot of lawns got torched because of the hot sun, and there was really not a whole lot that people could do about it. I know in my case, my lawn got beat up pretty good from the heat.
Well, actually, there's a lot you can do, but it's all beforehand. If you start to handle a drought when the drought is there, it's not going to work. What you need to do is be cutting and watering and get the nutrients down at the right time and doing things properly up until that point. Then when the drought comes, you're going to be able to withstand a lot of the drought.
Right.
And even if your lawn does go dormant, you're going to have your lawn is basically going to be healthy anyways. And when the weather does turn back and away from the drought, then you're going to be able to, your lawn will recover quite well.
Yeah.
It's the lawns that were cut too short, didn't have any nutrients.
See.
Everything wasn't done up to that point. They didn't survive because they were too weak to survive.
Yeah. Getting the proper mix of nutrients is often tricky for the average homeowner, I think.
It is.
No matter what it says on your fertilizer or what have you.
Yeah.
It's really, to me, it's difficult to understand and I don't really get it. So that's why you get an expert to look after that part of things,
and we
right?
certainly take care of that for you. We get hundreds of calls from people, usually around the middle of May, way too late, but they're saying, why is my lawn turning brown? They've usually over-ferted their lawn.
Yeah.
Well, we get it right every single time.
So you burn it, right, with the
You
fertilizer?
burn it. It's a reverse osmosis. Yes,
Yeah,
you burn it.
and there's a way to go about that, and make sure you have the right amount of fertilizer without doing harm.
There is, but there absolutely is. But once you do that, then we can certainly repair that for you as well. And we have slit seeding and overseeding and hydro seeding and all these other things that we can do to help repair that and get it back on track. But at that point, it's best to leave it to us to manage it from that point on.
Or you just let Nutri-Lawn do it. That to me would be the best solution of all. We're going to talk about how you can get in touch with Nutri-Lawn, how you can get them to take the time to come over and talk to you about your lawn, and what they'll do during the running season. We'll talk about those grubs and those skunks and all that business. Yeah. We'll take a break though. Looking for your phone calls here on Ask the Expert. Give us a call and get on the air and tell us your problems, and Thom will help you solve them. You want to get in touch with Nutri-Lawn? And I suggest that to you right now. Do it right away. There's the information on your screen. We'll be back with more of Ask the Expert Nutri-Lawn after this.